Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here and watching my video. I hope you guys have enjoyed the past couple of weeks on what I have put out for you guys. Really important. Let me know what you think in the comments below on what you'd like to see, so I can make sure I'm uploading stuff that you actually want to watch. So today we are going to be doing a video on a makeup look. So I thought, because it is a very cold day today, cold winter's day, I thought we could do just a nice makeup look that I could just go out after this and, you know, run my errands and look flawless while doing it. Wow. So, yeah, without further ado, if you would like to see what the end result looks like, keep watching. I'm going to pop my hair up, get me little scrunchie, get this all pulled back so I've got no hair getting in the way of what we're trying to do. Hope everyone is doing well, and everyone's having a nice day, keeping warm. Yeah, so without further ado, the first step I'm going to go in with is my Pure Fiji, don't know how well you can see that, Pure Fiji moisturizer. So I mentioned in my first video that I am obsessed with this. In my last video, I mentioned that the Pure Fiji moisturizer is my all-time favorite. It smells divine and it feels so nice on the skin. So nice. I put this on in the mornings, at night, just when my skin's feeling a little bit dry. I feel like you can never overuse this stuff. And yeah, I love to wear it underneath whatever makeup look I'm wearing, just so my skin doesn't feel like a bloody desert. We're gonna go in with this OXX Studio primer. I don't know how well you can see that. I'll insert a video, a photo. I've only used this like once or twice. I'm still kind of getting a little bit warmed up to it. I don't know if it's actually my most favorite primer, but we will see how this goes. Feels really oily and I feel like I just use it a little bit too much. But I do have quite dry skin, so I don't mind putting a little bit of moisture to my face. Okay. Ooh. So now, yeah, that's got a bit of a stick to it, which is good, and it's not too much. It's not too sticky, so it's not like unbearable. Okay, so now that I've gone and put that on, the next thing we are going to do is foundation. So I'm going to go in with, and I used it in my last video actually, my Match Perfection. And yeah, it's a really good foundation. It's not too full coverage, but I don't know, I like the finish of it. So we're going to go on with our Wish brush that we saw in the last video. If you haven't seen my last video review, I will put it in the description below, and make sure you go check it out, give it the thumbs up. Yay! Now that that is on, and I don't know, I love this foundation. It's like been a regular of mine for like years. It's so good. So that's that's all good. We're all done with that one. Need me morning coffee. So yeah, the next thing we're going to go into is our concealer, and wonder which one she's going to use. The Jeffree Star Concealer. So I genuinely really love this concealer. Yeah, it's so good. It, you know, lightens you up in the areas that you need to be lightened up. It also covers up just little imperfections that you wouldn't want there. It's such good stuff. Just be careful that you don't use too much. If you want to see what it looks like when you use a little too much, watch my last video. I remember when I was editing that video, I was like, oh my gosh, I was so white. Hey, everyone does it. So I'm just going to pop it on under my eyes. Now we're going to go in with my damp beauty sponge and just blend that out. So I've been thinking of different video content that I can put out for you guys, and one, I really do want to hear what you guys would like to see. If there's a certain look that you know, try so hard to kind of ace, or you see in pictures and you're like, I want to be able to do that, let me know, and I will do a video on it. I really want to hear from you guys. I'm thinking about also doing a bit of a Q&A video. So if you've got any questions that you'd like to ask me, it can be honestly on anything. It doesn't have to be beauty or makeup related. Please comment down below. I would just like to, you know, if you guys want to know a little bit more about me and where I've come from, and yeah, the basics. I'm about to turn 24 and I'm from New Zealand. Gorgeous little New Zealand. It's a pretty nice place to live, I must say. Who else thinks that? If you've got fur babies, comment below a picture of them. I want to see. I work at a doggy daycare, so I don't do beauty full time. I used to. And then I kind of took a break to try something else. As you do at 23, you're trying everything. So yeah, I work at a doggy daycare, so I am a freak for dogs. So yeah, let me know if you've got dogs. I want to see pictures of them. Comment below. Awesome. So now that we're done with the concealer, I'm now going to go in with my setting powder, and I am going to bake under my eyes. I'm using the E.l.f HD powder, setting powder. I love this for the price point that it is. It's so cheap, and it does a really nice job. So I'm just going to go in with my little sponge from my last video. I love this for this purpose. So I'm just going under my eyes. It's really important to set under your eyes once you've just put your concealer on, just to prevent any creases from happening. You know, a lot of people complain that, you know, they put concealer on, but it still gives them that kind of creasy and baggy illusion under their eyes. If you set it and you're using the right concealer, you shouldn't have that problem. Okay. So now that I've put the powder under my eyes, I am just going to go in with me big fluffy brush. I'm just going to take a little bit of that powder and just pop it on my forehead, just down here on my cheeks, just to kind of set all of that in place. So now that we've done that, I am going to start on my eyes. So I'm going to use my Jawbreaker palette. I'm going to coat our lids with just a base color. So I am going to go in with Good Morning, which is in his palette as well. I'm just going to coat the eyes. This is also going to set my concealer in place. I am kind of just moving it around because it already had creased. Just trying to blend that out a little bit more. So I'm taking the Good Morning nice and high. So when you're doing this, you don't want to use a color with really strong pigment because it might look a little bit strange. When you're doing your eyeshadow, always tap your brush. It just takes off any excess eyeshadow that could be on there. It saves it from kind of just going straight on your eye and then you're not being able to get rid of it or blending it out. So now that I've coated my eyes with Good Morning, I'm now going to go in with another light color through my crease, and I think I'm going to start with Cone. So the brush that I'm using isn't too, like the bristles aren't too compacted, it's quite a fluffy little brush, purely for the fact is I kind of just want to be able to blend it out quite nicely and not have it too packed in. So I find it really helpful to hold your brushes at the end. If you hold it up here, it's going to go in quite bold and quite right in the point that you're kind of putting it. So to keep it nice and fluffy, and try not to put too much pressure when you're applying it. That way you can kind of just lightly place the product on your eye and blend it. If you kind of just packed it in, then you're going to try having to get it from that spot all the way through. So end of your brush and then just kind of nicely, like a feather, go through your crease. So I do like windscreen wiper actions, but I also twirl at the same time. That way it kind of blends out. Well, I find that's what works for me. So now I am kind of going a little bit tighter in this point, in the like corner of my eye to place the product, because we kind of want to create the illusion of it being really gentle in the middle of your eyes and kind of go out, but then you also still want it to smoke, so still not kind of packing it in too much. Awesome. Yay. So you can see that that's just really nicely, lightly done. So now that we've done that, we're going to go in with our darker color. Now this I am going to kind of pack into the outer edges of my eyelid and kind of pack the color in there, and then I'm going to smoke it through. I'm not going to place any product here because we don't want it to be too thick in the inner corners of your eyes. I'm going to change my brush to a little bit more compacted brush. I'm using my E.l.f blending eye brush, which is this little thing here. Ding, ding, ding. And I'm going to go in with Tasty from the Jawbreaker palette. As you can see, I'm literally just placing it in the corner. So now we're going to go back through with that brush that had the lighter product, and we're just going to start blending that out a bit. So circular motions, back and forth towards the inner eye, inner part of the eye, but I'm not taking it right down to like my tear duct. use this little mirror here. Awesome. So it's still very gentle. I am going to kind of pack that up a little bit more, but I always only place a small amount of product and work with that and then build it up, because if you go straight in with a crap load of product and you're like, oh, that was a little bit too much, it's going to be so hard to get rid of it. So it's always better to build and not dump. Build, not dump. Okay. So now I am just going to go in with a very light tap of Tasty on the brush that I use the lighter colour with, real fluffy brush, and just slowly taking it back into that corner and then taking it towards my tear duct, but not all the way. Now, I want to know, do people struggle doing one eye more than the other? Because that is a problem of mine. I find this I find this eye a lot easier to do than this eye, and I don't know why that is. There's a part in this eye where my product likes to grip, and it does me bonkers. Oh my god, I'm going crazy with these brushes today. Then I'm going to go back into comb that light colour that we took really softly through the crease and just go back through. So I still find I want to build up that brown a little, very little bit more. So I'm going to go on with my packed brush again. And just place the brown in the corners like we did before. I've kind of smoked it out, so if we can kind of just make it a little bit darker in the corners of the eye by not like trying to fluff it out too far, just keep it kind of nice and in there. Awesome. Getting my fluffy brush again and just circular. So I'm only really focusing on trying to blend that out, but not necessarily move it too far. I've blended that kind of as much as I want to at this point. Now, I did mention that I wanted to go in with like a little bit of red. So that is what I'm going to do. And I'm literally going to place it here and kind of blend it through. Want to keep the corner of my eyes still really light. I don't want to really place any product on those. So I am just taking my little like cat tongue brush and I am just going to take some of the raspberry. I'm really tapping it because I don't want to place too much product. I do really want to be able to build this one. So I'm now going to go in with my fluffy brush, circular motion, window wiper, just in that corner. Nice. nice. And then on the side, we are going to build that red up a little bit more because we do want it to stand out. Go in, really light tap. So I went straight in where it kind of, we've smoked out that really dark color, placed the product, kind of twirled it around, and then started kind of flicking it towards the center, but through the crease, but not too much. Really light touch. Don't go too crazy with your touch. I'm going to go once again back through with a little bit of cone, which is that really light color, just to kind of help blend it but not make it too bold. That makes sense. At this point I'm kind of just going to leave it. I'm going to now go underneath my eyes and then kind of look at what it looks like all together, and then if I decide that I want to build it up from there, I will. Grab my big fluffy brush and I'm going to dust away the baking that I did earlier. I'm going to grab my light fluffy brush, go in with cone, and I'm really softly going to go underneath my eyes. Go back in with that brush and slightly underneath my eye. I don't mind if it kind of goes down a little bit too far because we're going to go in quite tight with the dark brown and the red. I'm going to go in with my little cat tongue brush. I'm going to take a little bit of the Tasty, tapping it off, and I am going in quite tight. I'm going to take it up to where the dark meets. And I'm not going to take it all the way towards my tear duct either. Probably about 3/4 of the way. Go in with my little fluffy brush. We're going to try smoke that out a little bit. I am going to go under the eyes with the raspberry. But I'm only going in like 1/4 of the way. Awesome. And I'm not really going to blend that because I do want that to stand out, but it kind of creates a little bit of a fade. So right now I'm quite liking how the eyes are looking. What do you guys think? Dee dee dee. I am going to go really softly back through with my bigger cat tongue brush. Very softly. I'm going to take some of the Good Morning. So that's what we based the eye with, which we took right to the top. And I am just going to place that on the inner parts of my eyes, just to kind of make those pop a little bit more. When it comes to highlight, we'll bring some of the highlight and we'll put it in the corners of the eyes. I'm going to grab my little brush again. I'm just going to lightly go over the purple just to fade it into the Good Morning, like so. Yay! Woo! Love that. So now I'm going to go do my brows. I am going to do another video focusing on how I do my brows, but for this look I really wanted to kind of focus on the techniques that I use on my eyes. So I will be right back. Voila! And we're done. Woo! Nice. Okie dokie. So now I am going to go in with a bit of mascara. You can go ahead and put like a nice liner look with this, but I'm not the biggest fan of winged eyeliner on myself. I will do videos where I do wing liner. It's that cold that you can see my breath. It's flipped. Okay. So I've gone and gotten it on the top of my lid, but that's fine. Always just leave your mascara. If you smudge it on yourself, just leave it. Let it dry and then it will just flake nicely off, okay? So if you guys are wondering what I just used on my brows and on my eyes, my eyelashes, I use the Better Than Sex mascara. It's my all-time favorite. And then I use my little E.l.f Duo kit. E.l.f is so cheap. Go to Kmart, buy it. Usually when you go, there's not that much to pick from because it's so popular. People, as soon as they reload, just take it all. And now I am going to go in with some contour. So my last video, I used these to contour my face, and I actually did really like it. So I am going to do that again today. I'm going to use my MAC Global Glow and bronze my face up. And that's a way you can kind of figure out on your own face shape where you should place your contour and stuff, is look at photos and yeah, just check where your placement is, see what you would want to kind of take away, and that's where you can kind of pull your contour in a little bit more. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of my setting powder again. And I am just going to place it along there. So I'm going in with my Saks eyeshadow palette. Who knew? And I am just going to I'm just going to go like that, and like that. I'm going to go in with my big brush. Awesome. So now that I've done that, I am also going to do a bit of blush. So I'm going to use the Margin MAC blush. And I am just going to pop that on the balls of my cheeks. And just blend that back. So yeah, going in with this little brush here, and I'm going to go in with my eyeshadow palette. I'm going to take a little bit of product, going to tap it, and then I am going to contour my nose, yeah. So not makeup related, but I have just finished Game of Thrones. So I know it finished a couple of months ago. Everyone was freaking out about the finale. When the finale happened, I had never watched Game of Thrones. Everyone was talking about it, and my partner was like, you have to watch it. So we sat down, started at season 1, and within like a month, I feel like even less than that, we had finished the whole lot. And oh my god, I definitely am a GOT fan now. Really? All right, done. Okay, so now that I have contoured my nose, I am now going to go in with my highlighter. So we are going to use the Brain Freeze palette. Oh, I love this thing. So I am going to go in with me fluffy brush, and I think I am going to go in with Cold Shoulder, which is this color up here. place it really softly along here. So sometimes I will take it up the side, but I don't want it to be too bold for this look because I do just want it to be like a nice kind of everyday look. I do like a highlighter. You don't have to do this part of your routine if you don't want to. I take a little bit of this and just place it in my tear duct area. Just to kind of give it a little bit of a highlight in the corner of my eyes, because it kind of has faded from so much and then into just like a real normal kind of lid. Do want to put a little bit of definition in the corner of my eyes, like so. I'm going to go in with this kind of like orangey kind of color and use that. All right, so I'm going to warm it up on my hands. I have to say these lip liners that I got from, my auntie got for me from Wish are actually really nice colors. I do really like them. I almost would sometimes even just put it on and then put a gloss over it, and then that would also be quite nice, just something nice and subtle. But now we're going to go in with MAC lipstick Whirl. It's a very pretty color. Yay! So that is the lippy all done. So now we are just going to go prep the face. So we're now going to go in with our e.l.f setting spray, and we're going to set the face. Awesome. So just like that, there is our makeup look. So I actually really like this makeup look. It's so pretty. All right, take out me hair. Awesome. And we're done. What do you guys think? Comment below. I would really like to know what you guys thought of this look and what part of this video that you really did enjoy. So this is just a nice look. I can go out and I don't feel like I've got too much on my face. This could be still quite heavy for people just to wear on an like every day, but that's fine. You can always not go in with the red and just go in with the brown. It's really up to you. You can personalize it yourself. So yeah, really liking this look. Awesome. So I would really like it if you commented down below, told me what you think of this look. Also, what you would like to see in upcoming videos, any questions that you have for me. I do want to do a Q&A, so it can be anything beauty related, personal related, questions about me. If you want to know anything, let me know. Please like this video, hit the little subscribe button. Next door to that, there's a little bell icon. If you click that, you will get a notification when I upload a video, so you can stay on track with what I am doing. But yeah, so I would love the support, guys. I'd love you to come with me along this journey of mine, and I will see you in the next video. Love you guys. Bye.